Whether you need a lovely soft white for your walls, or perhaps a slightly warm color for your trim, you better keep watching because have I got the color for you. I'm James from thepaintpeople.com, and this is Color Code, cracking the code on color selection. This is a segment of videos where we discuss paint colors in detail, their undertones, and how to best use them in your home or your customers. Today we're headed to the land of off-whites, or as I like to call them, soft whites. There's nothing off about today's color code, OC17. White Dove, as defined on Benjamin Moore's website, unerring style defines this classic, softly shaded white. Light and luminous, it is a favorite choice for moldings and trims. I couldn't agree more! Although to be honest, I had to look up the definition of unerring for this video. It essentially translates to a timeless color that always remains accurate and most importantly, relevant. White Dove is a very light, slightly creamy color that has a hint of gray, which keeps it from getting too yellowy. Speaking of yellowy whites, White Dove is sometimes compared to colors like Cloud White and Simply White. Those two possess more of a bright warmth that can translate to a yellow hue, while White Dove's gray undertone comes through a little more prominently. The added gray does also add a touch of depth to White Dove, making it appear ever so slightly darker than its lighter, brighter counterparts. Objectively, it's a very light color, being classified as an off-white, but there is a noticeable difference in lightness when it's right next to Simply White. So where are some of the best places to use White Dove? It's definitely a great choice for doors, trim, and kitchen cabinets. Its neutral feel complements a wide variety of wall colors because it has that coolness of gray while still possessing a clear warmth. I would encourage you to explore slightly bolder wall colors when using White Dove on your trim. The beautiful thing is, it works just as well with warmer browns and taupes as it does with blues, greens, and grays. If you wanted to use it on your walls, I'd fully support that decision. Its deliberate use of gray gives it the depth a good wall color needs. It also means it won't get completely washed out in rooms that get a ton of light. The only thing you might need to be aware of is the trim color you're pairing it with. In order to contrast the White Dove on your walls, your woodwork color needs to be either a lot darker or even lighter and brighter. Most people tend to use lighter colors for trim, so I would recommend something like OC68 Distant Gray on the trim to pair with White Dove on the walls. Distant Gray is a very light white that leans towards the cool side of things, and that allows the warmth in White Dove to pop. If all of that is a little too overwhelming for you, then you can opt to have no contrast between your walls and trim. In that case, you can just use White Dove on both your walls and your woodwork. Just make sure you use the appropriate product and finish for each surface. I think it's a fantastic and versatile color that has so many different use cases. Just don't mistake it for the Benjamin Moore color Dove Wing. I see that happen a lot. Similar name, different color. If you want to learn more about some other off-whites, click here to see my 5 favorite whites for trim and woodwork. What are some of your preferred off-whites to use? I'd love to hear about them in the comment section below. See you on the next one.